Welcome to the Station Bakery. Today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest, creamiest buttercream ever. The first ingredient is butter, of course. So I like to use salted butter, but you can totally use non-salted butter as well. It's totally up to you, but this is what I like to use. I also don't have a preference on the brand. I typically like to go for the Great Value brand butter because it's usually the cheapest, and especially with the prices of ingredients right now, I do what works best for me, and that is going with this butter. Personally, I don't see a difference in different brands of butter, but do what works for you. Next, we're going in with powdered sugar. Again, I don't have a preference on brand. I just like to use the regular Great Value powdered sugar to make my buttercream. Again, I have not recognized a difference between these, so just do what works best for you. I am opening up 4 sticks of butter, which are 4 ounces each, which means that there is a total of 16 ounces. I am going to let this butter sit out to come to room temperature because that's the type of butter that we want in order to get the creamiest and most delicious buttercream ever. So now you see that my butter has come to room temperature and I'm able to press my finger into this butter very easily and it moves. That is how you're going to know whether or not your butter is ready to be creamed or not. Another quick tip is to pop this into the microwave for like 10 to 12 seconds to allow it to come to room temperature quicker. Now I am placing my butter into the stand mixer and I'm going to turn up the speed all the way up super high, and we're going to whip air into this butter. Another tip, this is also how you are going to get a lighter colored buttercream. Just naturally, butter is yellow. So therefore, when you make your buttercream, it is going to have a kind of yellow tint and hue to it. A way that you can combat that is by whipping a lot of air into it and lightening it up. And as you see here, as the process goes along, my butter is going to get really, really white. And the only thing that I have done was whipped a lot of air into it. Now, you don't want to over whip your butter and things like that because it will cause issues with your buttercream. But you want to whip it and get it nice and creamy to allow room for that powdered sugar to combine with the butter and just come out really creamy and smooth. So you see here how light that butter has become from that first time that we put it in. It was really yellow. Now it's really light. Now we're going to add in 32 ounces of buttercream. This recipe is super easy and I love recipes like this. Just like with my velvety smooth buttercream, the ratio is super simple. It is a 2-to-1 ratio of powdered sugar to butter. That means if you use 2 ounces of powdered sugar, you are going to use 1 ounce of butter, and so on and so forth. So here I have 32 ounces of powdered sugar. All that powder was flying everywhere. Just kidding. Anyways, 32 ounces of powdered sugar to 16 ounces of butter. Now I'm going to add in my vanilla extract. This buttercream is so versatile and you can use any kind of extract or emulsion with it. It takes really well to liquid extracts and just different flavorings being added into it because it is a very thick and creamy buttercream. It just really takes well to those. So you want to mix it just until it's combined. And as you can see here, this is what it looks like. There were a few pieces of butter that still needed to be mixed up, so I put it back in on the lowest setting until all that butter got creamed and incorporated into the buttercream. And you guys, this buttercream is done. Look at how smooth and creamy this buttercream is. That is absolutely amazing, right? And it's so simple. Literally 3 ingredients, a little bit of time, and you are done. Now, let me show you how this buttercream pipes because that's what we want to know, right? We want to know, how does this buttercream actually work? So I'm filling up my piping bag and I'm just going to give you a few little snips of what it looks like when we pipe this out. This is a quick tip here to put your buttercream into your piping bags really easily. Just pop it into a cup, fold it up, and you are good to go to start piping and icing your cupcakes or your cake. Here I am using a piping tip. I will place it on the screen for you because I know that's information that y'all love to know. And just look at how smooth and creamy this buttercream comes out as I pipe it. This buttercream is very sturdy and very stable, and depending on where you are, it will hold up fairly well in adverse temperatures. Now here we are going in with another piping tip. Again, I will place it on the screen for you. And just look at how smooth it comes out, you guys. This is done in real time. It is not slowed down or anything. This is real life, you guys. This is the real look of this buttercream. Doesn't it look creamy and delicious? Oh my goodness. And just look at how it holds its shape and it doesn't maneuver and move. Like, this is the perfect buttercream if you want to pipe buttercream flowers or get like the perfect rosettes and things like that. This buttercream is great for that. Now you can click off the video and go about your business and go make this buttercream if you want, or you can keep watching and I'll show you how you can store this buttercream. The choice is yours. But also be sure to check out my velvety smooth buttercream. This is a meringue based buttercream that is absolutely to die for. So here I am using my plastic containers, and this is what I store my buttercream in. I believe they are like 64-ounce containers. I will link them in the description below for you. And again, because this is such a stable buttercream, you can leave this buttercream out, stored in an airtight container on your counter for up to 2 to 3 days. Me personally, I don't leave things out that long, but you know, do you. And then from there you can place it into the refrigerator and it will last even longer, and you can put it in the freezer and it will last even longer there as well. And in order to bring this buttercream back, all you simply have to do is allow it to come back to room temperature and then put it inside of your mixer and whip it up until it gets back to nice and creamy texture. If you enjoyed this video and you are looking forward to go make this buttercream, be sure that you give me a big thumbs up, then check out my velvety smooth buttercream here, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Until then, peace.